Trapped in the abandoned asylum. I'm an investigative journalist, and I thought I had seen it all. That was until I decided to investigate the abandoned asylum on the outskirts of town. It had been closed for years, but there were rumors of strange happenings inside, and I was determined to uncover the truth. I arrived at the asylum early in the morning, armed with my camera and recording equipment. As soon as I stepped inside, I felt a chill run down my spine. The place was freezing, and the air was thick with the smell of decay. I started exploring the first floor, trying to get my bearings. The walls were covered in peeling wallpaper, and the floors creaked under my feet. As I moved deeper into the asylum, I noticed strange markings on the walls, and I began to feel like I was being watched. Suddenly, I heard a noise from upstairs. It was a faint whisper, but it was enough to make me freeze in my tracks. I hesitated for a moment before deciding to investigate further. I climbed the stairs, my heart pounding in my chest. As I reached the second floor, I noticed that the air was even colder, and the markings on the walls were more prominent. I felt like I was walking into a trap, but I couldn't turn back now. Then I heard a door slam shut, and I knew I wasn't alone. I quickly turned around and started to head back down the stairs, but something grabbed me from behind. I tried to scream, but a hand covered my mouth. I struggled to break free, but the grip was too strong. I was dragged into a nearby room, and the door slammed shut behind me. I was in complete darkness, and I could feel my heart pounding in my chest. As I tried to get my bearings, I heard a faint whisper in my ear. It was a woman's voice, and it was speaking in a language I didn't understand. I tried to call out, but the hand over my mouth prevented me from making any noise. Then the woman spoke again, and this time I could make out what she was saying. "You shouldn't have come here," she said. "Now you're trapped, just like the rest of us." I felt a cold sweat break out on my forehead. I knew I had to get out of there, but I had no idea how. I tried to break free from the grip, but it was too strong. Suddenly the door creaked open, and a sliver of light shone through. I could see a figure standing in the doorway, but I couldn't make out who it was. Then the figure stepped into the room, and I saw that it was a woman dressed in a white gown. Her hair was disheveled, and her eyes were dark and sunken. I realized that she was one of the patients from the asylum, and I was trapped with her. She slowly approached me, her eyes fixed on mine, and I could feel her breath on my face, and I knew that she was going to kill me. I tried to scream, but no sound escaped my lips. The woman leaned in closer, and I could feel her cold breath on my neck. I closed my eyes, and I waited for the end to come. Suddenly, I felt the grip loosen, and I heard a voice calling out my name. It was one of the police officers who had been investigating the asylum with me. I opened my eyes to find myself lying on the floor of the room. The woman in the white gown was nowhere to be seen. The police officer helped me to my feet, and we quickly made our way out of the asylum. Thank you for listening, and if you have any scary stories you like to share, please submit them to thescorpiotales@gmail.com. Stay tuned.